So I had seen my mom today, and she's so sick of bullshit. Like that's like our government. It's just all bullshit. And she was saying how I'm supposed to get, and she's a Trump supporter, huge Trump supporter, but she's like, I'm supposed to get excited because Pam Bondi and these people come out and say, we caught the highest MS-13 gang member, but you don't give us his name, you don't give us any information, but that's supposed to be enough. So she's like, I just question Pam Bondi. I'm starting to question all of them. And I think that's the way I said, you know what? When is it about the everyday people? I don't think it really ever is. Doesn't matter what party it is. Because it just seems like this circus show, like today. The JFK files, I mentioned yesterday, that yesterday at 3:30 in the afternoon, they were supposed to upload 53 new pages of the JFK files. They're still, we're now into what, the 27th? 28th? Yeah, 28th. So, way past the time. And yet, think about how old the JFK files are. So, to think that you're going to get any transparency, and I'm not trying to say that that's Trump's fault. It's just these people they're going to slow walk everything because all they're trying to do is stall Trump. That's my opinion. They're going to stall Trump, but they're going to do this. Oh, we did this, and it's amazing because usually Americans get pulled in by that. Stop getting pulled in by that. Until something changes in your life, until your life is being impacted in a positive way by anything, my mom had this long talk about it today. She's like, yeah, great. You don't even want to tell us his name, but that's what you've been busy doing. When there's a ton of politicians that should be arrested, there's a ton of people in Washington that should be arrested. These judges, she said, are another thing. And it's like, to sit and wait, is going to be, 50 years before anything gets done. Like, who should have been the first people being handled? The politicians. And she made a good point. She's like, if we did half of what they did with, what they did with our money, she said we would all be in jail. I said, yeah, I have Trump's government sending me letters telling me I need to pay them back 20 grand. It's like, yeah, go get it from the millionaires and billionaires that have been taking far more, okay? Or sending our money all overseas. But, it's the same thing. Just like when they, during COVID, they put all the non-essential people. You couldn't work, right? Because you had to be terrified by the news and, stay in your house, don't go anywhere. And yet, what did you do? You got a $1,500 check for what? A 2-year lockdown. Like, it's like such a just smack in people's face. And they never, like she was saying too with Mike Johnson, because the Congress, they have the power to, they have the power to totally disempower all these lower judges. They do. They could, but now Mike Johnson said they do. And it is, constitutionally they do. They have the power to disempower them. To make it, so that should happen. Because all of these judges, all of this bullshit is all a hardship on we the people. And so she's like, yeah, but Mike Johnson just talks about it. That's all they do is talk. And that's what they all do. That's all they do. They tell you how it's going to be so wonderful. They tell you this, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. People are tired. The everyday people that have been harmed the most by this system and that have been awake, to it all are just, because she said to me, she's like, I try to look at it. He's only been in for a little over 2 months, but, all these things that were said they were going to do the first day, well, that never materialized, and I'm like, well, he signed all those executive orders but there's nobody carrying them out. So when the people aren't carrying them out, like these JFK files, then why aren't they just putting a free, like, just fire all of these people then. Why are you delaying all of this? And I know somebody would say, well, we have to do it this way and we have to do it that way. Yeah, people get sick of that after a while because to most people it seems like, you know what, you need to just go in there with the U.S. Marshals and you need to remove these people so that you can at least get the documents out to people. Because, I mean, if we're not going to have people that follow Trump's executive orders, then they need to be removed. What games are you playing? But, I mean, she just said that it, you know, she's like, it just seems like they're just throwing shit against the wall, seeing if anything will stick with the American people. It's not like there's, so, you know, whatever they're saying about everybody being, you know, no, I think the American people are still hurting. People, I mean, I see people all the time saying, you know, when will it ever be about truly the American people? It's not. But we are so far down on the list. And it doesn't matter what administration, that's always how it is. You can't tell me, especially somebody like Trump, that he doesn't have the mind, because he does, okay? He's a genius. He doesn't have the mind to go in there and have these people, clear all these people out so there's no waiting on the JFK files. Get everybody out of I don't care how many different webs there are. It's time to remove them. It is time to go in there and clean the place the hell out. So it can start to be about the people. How many American people have to suffer and suffer and suffer until people, because the way I look at it, it's like you're not putting the American people first. You're just, if everybody's just going to feed us bullshit and we're supposed to get excited about some MS-13 gang member, yeah, great, Pam Bondi. Couldn't you be going after a bunch of people there, the politicians that have been screwing us over, stealing our money? And I know a ton of Americans would make excuses for all you guys, but I mean, I think that would be far more exciting when we start seeing actually, you know, some judges and some politicians in cuffs. Because if we did half of the shit that they've done, well, we would have been behind bars a lot, you know, way sooner. And yet they're still allowed to do whatever they want. So, yeah, it's getting old.